How's it going, everyone? K-Sith here. Something different I want to talk about today. So what we have here is the Ray Gun Mark I from Call of Duty Zombies. So I'll start off just by saying huge shout out and thank you to Andrew over at the Ray Gun Project. He is the original designer of these files and code. So without him, none of this would be possible. If you want to tackle this project yourself, I'll leave the link in the description below for all of the files, which are now free. You used to have to pay for them, but he made them free, and also his YouTube channel, so you can see his kind of like evolution of his, you know, original prop to this one here, which is his kind of like final version, we'll say. So what I've done is I went in, made a few changes to some of the files to make them a bit more accurate to the game and the different models in the different games. Went in, kind of recoded everything to add a couple different features, but yeah, we'll just get into that right now. So to power it up, kill switch here on the side. Got nice blue LEDs here, neopixels here in the fuse. You got neopixels behind the dial here. Needle on the side actuates with each shot, as well as the heat sink in the back. So super cool. So you got 20 shots just like in the game. Once you're out, reload just like the game, pop down the barrel. Got these cool 115 cold cells, pop it back in. You're reloaded, good to go. Now, if you're lazy like me or you don't feel like popping the batteries out every time, you don't actually have to. To complete a reload, all you have to do is just open and close the barrel. Now, if you're a Giga Chad and you saved your points like a good boy, you can pack-a-punch it. In our case, all you have to do, turn this knob here to the right, enables pack-a-punch mode. Fuse goes red, and it will go to 40 shots. So, pretty cool. Also, it will reload for you, just like in the game. If you're out of ammo, you can pack-a-punch your weapon and it replenishes it to full, so it does the same thing. And when you're done, you can just turn the knob back and it goes back to the original standard mode, which also will just complete a reload for you as well. So really cool. That was one of the big features that I really wanted to add to this, was adding a kind of like pack-a-punch mode to it. The original code, when you would turn the dial, it would just kind of change colors. You'd go from, you know, white, green, blue, red, stuff like that. But I really like just having a base color for the fuse and the red pack-a-punch mode, you know, obviously adding the 40 shots and all that. So really cool. I'm super happy with how that ended up turning out. So obviously one of the other things I did with changing the files was, you know, like this one here is based off of Black Ops 4. So you have these little just kind of small details, nubs here that don't show up in the original files, these kind of cuts down here into the fuse. So with this model, tried to get accurate weathering and paint for each game. So just kind of like just small attention to detail things that I was just really kind of excited to have included in each model. So if you look here to the left of me, this one is the OG, which is based off of the World at War and Black Ops 1 model. So with that, you have the cool kind of tribal look here to the fin, this electric kind of lightning bolt emblem here on the front. And just, you know, just a different kind of aesthetic overall. Tried to still keep the weathering accurate. You know, you have the kind of gold outline black on this one versus just the regular gold. But yeah, I've been able to kind of make a few different models to kind of see how they each would look. I have 5 made initially for a run that I will be selling. So obviously this one will be included in that. The Black Ops 4 one will be included in that. I have one made for Black Ops Cold War, which, as most of you big fans know, is the most OP ray gun in history. Pre-patch, so that one's super cool and holds a special place in my heart. Black Ops 6, obviously, with the different reload sounds, so that is the 3rd sound font for Black Ops 6, and then one for Black Ops 3. So I have all 5 of those already done. If you are interested in possibly purchasing one of these, definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's where I'll be posting all of the details, cost, lead time, and stuff like that. But the first 5 are ready to go. They're all done. Just finished them yesterday. And I don't know if I'll open up orders. I may, if the demand's high enough, if people really like them and want to get their hands on one, I may open up orders to where you could kind of go in, you know, if you want the World at War one, you'd be able to select that, choose the weathering type you want, and go from there. But it's just me. I got one 3D printer. It takes me definitely a few days to be able to pump one out, but as long as everyone's patient with me, I may just open up limited order slots, like, you know, 5 or so. Otherwise, I may just continue to kind of do this ready to ship run based, where I'll maybe finish 3 to 5, just put them up for sale to kind of keep the pressure off. But we'll worry about that here when the time goes, whenever the time comes. But yeah, I'm super stoked with how these turned out. My friend Jeremy over at Solo Sabers, we originally tried to put a Profi in this, and Profi doesn't natively support a servo, which I didn't know. They were supposedly adding that to OS 8, but OS 8 is just kind of riddled with issues right now. So I ended up going with the Adafruit Prop Maker Feather RP2040, which is what Andrew originally used. And it's a decent board. I'm actually surprised it sounds good. The Smuggler's Outpost 28mm dark side speaker said it's decently loud. I'm actually quite impressed. Got USB-C charging down here at the bottom, so it has all the features that you'd want. And I don't feel myself missing Profi as much as I thought I would, now that I've been able to kind of add the certain things that I've wanted, that I was going to try and add to the Profi model. It's a little bit slow to boot up, but that's not a huge negative, I guess, in my opinion. It still does everything that I would want it to. But yeah, I'm just super proud about how these turned out, the kind of painting and the weathering. I really do take my time with each one and try to, you know, each one's kind of special in my eyes, because I really do go in there and take my time with each one, try to really get accurate weathering to the game. Or you know, if someone wants one super heavy weathered, something like that, I really try to take care with what I'm doing. Said I've never done anything like this. I've never installed anything. I'm primarily a sound font guy, as most of you know. So like, this is the first big project I've ever taken on and actually completed to finish, as far as the install and everything goes. I've never wired anything before. Said I've had a lot of help from Jeremy and Tim from Tier Fawn Orbital. I've just kind of went with them with any questions that I've had, so they've really kind of helped me dial this in, which is why those two guys are the first ones to have gotten one from me. So, but I appreciate you guys for stopping by, listening to me ramble about this for a little bit. Said if you are interested, like I said, just follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and that'll be where all the information gets posted on these. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching and checking this out. Said really cool. I'm really proud of how they turned out, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.